We're live. How you doing, Noel? Noel, am I saying that right?
Noel, like Christmas, Noel.
Oh,
I'm
definitely,
doing okay, thanks to Lord Jesus Christ, you know.
definitely. So, welcome to the short bus, all of y'all, Ivy, Bambi, and thank you, man.
Thank you,
Welcome.
thank you.
Definitely strap your helmets on, man. This gonna be a good one for sure.
No problem, man. God bless you guys for reaching out and giving us an opportunity to get this interview in.
Oh, definitely, man. I like to use my platform for anybody that's a catcher, either their exposure or the actual, catcher or anything, man. I like to give them the opportunity because it's like every team is different, but at least you all are going out and making a difference.
Definitely, definitely. We try to do this as professional that we can, because we need law enforcement in our team to be able to get what we want, and is to see these guys behind bars. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
it's hard because the laws here in Pennsylvania is way different. Uh, so they just don't put them in jail immediately. They have to send that to a detective. The detective send it to a DA, and the DA to the magistrate. It take a process before they even call us back.
Definitely. So I wanted to get started off. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, you see, I could tell you, I had a lot of learning disability growing up, um, but I never let that stop me uh, from wanting to be somebody in life. Uh, and growing up, I took the bad path, which it was a street. But as you grow up, life teaches you uh, lessons um, that you take twice, and you want to straighten up your life. Other than Jesus Christ coming in my life, you know, I'm not perfect because I'm not perfect. He tells you, come as you are. So I come as I am, you know. And I went through a lot in my life growing up, seeing my own brothers and sisters, cousins getting molested by older or people that knew us or a family member. Um, uh, and not being touched, but you remember everything that you saw. You was not being
Mhm.
touched because you was a smaller one and they couldn't get to you, but you remember. I remember everything. Uh, Kind of like that case came up when my grandma passed away. Then all the cousins, sisters, and everybody that got molested started talking what was actually happening. And this how I'm talking about probably 3, 4 years ago, where a lot of the family find out what happened in our life. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? With
Yeah.
my brothers and sisters. Uh, After that, I was raising my son Elijah by myself.
Mhm.
Um, right now, I don't have him at this point. During the time of the COVID, uh, well, I stood homeless due to accusations against me um, to try to destroy my life. Uh, and I raised him basically by myself at 5 year old. The mother just went to the court, and that easy, the very next day, she had visits, and my son will be half with her and half with me. At that time, he got molested by her boyfriend, and we took everything to court uh, between taking my son to crime victim therapy. He had therapy in school. They talked so much about it to my son that you would think, well, let's leave it alone so he can live his life and get that out of his mind. No,
Mhm.
he even had to go testify at 9 years old when his own mother testified against him defending her boyfriend that she's still with.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're talking about a mother that don't have uh, her children's at this point, a mother that put her kid in risk, letting people cook drugs in her house, kind of like crystal meth, and the baby
Wow.
almost died twice. At that time, she was not with me, but we're talking about how they take the safety of the child when he's already safe to put it in that predicament for somebody that never been in your life.
Mhm.
Other than that, uh, as that was happening, well, I met my baby mother. At that point, she's going to be 19 in 2 weeks before we started dating. You know,
Mm.
well, she we was together for 7 years. I thought we was going to marry, bro. I thought I had the perfect queen. I trusted her. I thought that was my queen, and I didn't know I was looking so ridiculous. Putting on Facebook, I got the perfect queen. I love my girl. She's the best girl. While the whole 7 years, she was cheating on me with her ex-boyfriend. You know, uh,
That's
so
crazy,
at that
man.
point, yeah, yeah, and I didn't know it. I was like getting ready to marry this girl. Never was unfaithful to her. Never cheated on her, like she mentioned. Or when I had to take her to the show because after we was together, she got pregnant by her ex boyfriend while she was with
Mm.
me and left the house and pretended me to go back with her. I said, look, I don't even trust you. There's no way I could go back with you. But I didn't know that at that time she was degrading my name, uh, saying that I touched my daughter. But at the whole time, we were separated. But sometimes I would stay in her house, and sometimes she'll stay in my house. We
Mm.
still had like we could probably work this out thing because I never blamed the newborn baby that she had with another man. I never took no anger against that little angel. I never felt no hate. That little girl was calling me dad. You see what
Mm.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Was
being
at
a
this
positive
point,
role model in her life.
exactly. She was calling me dad and everything. I didn't know at the same time that she was ruining my name. I got jump out here several times. And I kept telling these guys, yo, you confusing me because the only daughter I got is 3 years old. You're talking
Mm.
about somebody else. The whole time she's not giving me a reason to think that she's saying this. And so one time I was in her house, I was cooking, and one of her friends came to the door talking about I was opening the door like I was the man from the house, you know. And
Yeah.
at that point, my little daughter was 5, and she's sitting in the living room, and she said, "Oh, that's why you raped your little daughter." I couldn't believe my ears, bro. Bro, I all I did was go back in the kitchen, and any parent that hear that love they child, and your child's there, you disrespected me this way.
Mm.
My thought was to probably put a knife down her throat and see if the problem was there in her throat of what she just told me. But she ran to the car because I didn't even speak to her. I didn't,
Yeah.
and I asked my baby mama, "Hey, why would she say that?" "Oh, I don't know. I don't know." So now I had an idea of what was going on. So I called the Steve Oko show. Uh, and twice she was invited to go to the show and she denied it. She
Mm.
denied to go. So I don't know how they did it with the court, and she had to go. It was like a subpoena or some type of thing, and she had to go. It was because of
Wow.
the type of allegations that it was.
Definitely.
Well, by me hearing her, what she was saying, and not only that, my man, just having to sit with all these wires on you and have these questions give to you raw. Raw. It's
Mm.
not like when he says, "Oh, he was asked, is he touched?" No, they tell you raw that you did this to your daughter. That every time, every question was like a stab in my heart about my
Mm.
baby. So it
Wow.
created. I institutionalized basically away from the community, away from everybody for almost 3 years, and I went to Oyo City. And
Mm.
there in Oyo City, I started going to church, to the Methodist church, and I met good people, beautiful people, and I started liking more the attention and their interaction with honest people, with good people. That when people love you because you're doing good for the community,
Mm.
because you're not out there getting drunk, wasted, robbing people. You know,
That
they
positivity, man.
right. I was always wanted to be a predator catcher, but my mind was in harming these predators at the beginning until I
Mm.
met Jesus,
Mm.
until I started putting the Lord in my heart. So them thoughts started changing. I started with another group with Ethan, but I just didn't like. It's not like that I don't like what they do, but for us to do this professionally, we have to act professionally. We have to act like adults that we are. We gotta act
Hmm.
like this is for the children, not for the clowns of the street. We doing this to keep our children safe. It's something that is done for the kids. Let's take it serious, you know. So
100%, man.
I thought it was not so professional. So I went on my own and built OPI with my team here.
So, what can you tell us about your team?
Well, like I say, they loyal. My team is a loyal team, very respectful. We all struggle like everybody else. Because I want to let you know we don't get paid for this. You know what I'm saying? Not from Facebook, not from anywhere, not from YouTube, not from anywhere. I do this from the heart. We do this from the heart. We are hard workers, bro. We work till late night and wake up early doing this, go to sleep doing this. This is to us that if we had to stop, it feels like you don't got no life, you know. And I feel like
Definitely.
I let the community down, you know. Loyalty. Why I said loyalty? I had up to 29 decors before, and
Wow.
we brought somebody else in the group, and that person talks to the other person in the ear. This person listen, and it's kind of like what happened with the angels and God up there when the devil kept talking and took a third part of the angels from up there. It's kind of what happened in my team. But I look at it like God let the solid ones here with me, the responsible ones, the ones that take this
Definitely.
as serious that I do, the ones that respect themselves, honest people. You know, those are the ones that God left in this team.
Dude, you do have to surround yourself with a good, really positive and good people when you're doing this. Because if you get a negative person in there, you never really know what
Exactly.
you're getting.
Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes we have people that just went in there just to spy and mess up the catches. We got
Wow.
like right now the last two catches, some individuals that been coming to disrespect. I say his family probably or somebody that we caught and the
Mhm.
family members is mad. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Uh
dude, Jake, how can they be mad if they're coming to meet a child?
right, exactly. Exactly. So if the community is mad about this predator, let's do it professionally like we've been doing. This is not our first catch or second. This is 181 catches.
Uh,
Put in
you
work.
have
Put
you.
in work.
How many convictions of the 181 that do you have?
For convictions.
Dude, I've that kind of I actually did an interview with Ethan, and he had so many but zero convictions. It's good to
Exactly.
really it's really good to try to get to convictions. It kind of shows that you're progressing as a team.
That's right. And that's why we like to be responsible when we call law enforcement. And it's the reason why we don't give the shot lock to the public. We don't give you the conversation is because they use the conversation in court. If we give the community the conversation, they can't use it in court. It's already out there.
Hmm.
You expose the whole conversation. You expose the opportunity to get this man incarcerated. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
by us uh, doing a catch, just putting it on Facebook and not sending the law enforcement when they send you the link, because they send you a link. And that link, you choose everything, you screenshot it, you send it to them. You have to send it to the law enforcement, or what's your purpose?
Definitely. Somebody asked, what is your longest sentence?
My what?
The longest sentence, jail time you have got for
It was
someone?
6 months. 6 months the most, and it was cut in three. You
Wow.
know, it was cut in three. And let me tell you a little bit about that story
All right.
that I regret. That I regret so much. Rest in peace, my cousin Jose. Uh, that day it was Turkey Day, and it was already like 3 o'clock. Thanksgiving. You know, it was Thanksgiving that day, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
And
there's some there's some
Yeah.
interference.
So it was like 3 o'clock. Here comes my cousin. At that time, I was younger. No juvenile cases in my life. No adult cases. A clean, crispy, nice record. And here comes my cousin drunk, drinking that cheap vodka, and
Mm,
he had in his hand 10 volumes. And he asked me, oh, listen, we need $10 so we could get some more things to drink later on. It's Turkey Day. I said, well, listen, my
yeah.
neighbor, I think she does them. Let's ask them if she want them. But at that point, it's my neighbor right behind me, and she said she'll give me the money at 6 o'clock in the morning. So
Mm,
I said, it's fine. It's three something. I'm putting the turkey in. It's good. We good. It's for later on. So when I came back home, my cousin wanted the $10 instantly. Uh,
mm,
and I'm like, yo, listen, ain't nobody could get it now. Country Fair's closed. It's three something in the morning. She said at 6 o'clock she'll give it to you. Uh, Now, mind you, clean record. I never had no drug charges or nothing, so I didn't know about narcotics. That's selling narcotics. I'm doing
yeah.
it innocently at that time. So as we's talking and he's arguing, I had to go back to the neighbor and ask the neighbor to give me them 10 volumes. It was $1 a piece. It's so crazy. It was $1 a piece. Give it back. So I give it to my cousin because he's tripping. She said, listen, I took two. He took two. You know what I'm saying? I got six. So as I see my cousin is coming from behind, and now mind you, he's drunk to the T. He's drunk to the T. He asking the person to give him the money. The person got scared of him. The person closed the door. He starts kicking the door in the bottom. But I tell you, as fast as he went under the door, as fast as he came out, because the person had a shotgun
Oh.
and came pointing that shotgun at him. So he took off. I'm talking to the neighbor because it's my neighbor and I know them. I'm talking to them and I'm like, listen, I'll take care of your door. Sometime, tomorrow in the afternoon, I'll buy you a new door. And
Yeah.
they say, I don't want nothing now. They gave me the pills. Now I got the pills in my hand. Here comes law enforcement. Now this is where I
Oh.
didn't know nothing about narcotics or nothing because somebody else would have threw the pills away. I had the
Yeah.
pills in my hand, and I told the law enforcement, I'm trying to tell them that I paid the doors, my cousin. So they asked me, "Where's your cousin? Where's your cousin?" I would not tell them because it's a call, not snitching. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I didn't want to snitch. I said, "Listen, they arguing over this pills." So he's like, "Well, if you don't tell us where he at, we're gonna charge you with possession of narcotics." And I'm like, "But it wasn't me. I was not the one that broke the door. The person is telling them I was not the one that broke the door. That I'm his neighbor." They still took me. Now, mind you,
Mm,
my bail was $500 only. Now I get
wow.
Social Security. I got 3 checks sitting in my aunt's house on the table. Nobody could cash. They check real quick. You got 3 checks. You could grab one, and when I come out, hey, come on and cash your check so you can pay me what I pay to bail you out. Now, the first
Hmm.
time in jail, never seen jail before in my life. Here goes 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, continuance, 4 months. No communication with nobody in the outside, no family member communication because I didn't know nobody's address by heart or nobody's phone by heart. So
Hmm.
I was living under indigent, what you call, from jail when you don't have no money, no nothing, no commissary. So on the
Oh,
5 months,
indigent. Yeah.
yeah, on the 5 months when I went to court, and my lawyer said, "Listen, you will come out today if you plead guilty on the possession of narcotics and criminal trespassing." I was like, "They'll let me go out today?" "Yeah, they'll let you out." But I didn't know what a felony means. I just wanted to get out. It's been 5 months. I've been in jail for something I didn't do. I want to get out. Never been in there when I was small. Never been there. I'm 30 years old and I'm in jail. So of course I
Uh,
pleaded guilty. So I did 3 months there, and then 3 months because I would not stop smoking weed. You see
mm.
what I'm saying? So my
Yeah, definitely.
probation, right? My probation was revoked, and I had to do 3 more months in jail, and then the street time again,
Mm.
which it was 24 months, 3 to 24.
I saw.
So yeah, that combination is 6 months in jail.
Mm. Wow, man, that's actually a crazy story, man. But
Yeah, I regret it. If
those,
I would have knew what was a penalty, I would have not pleaded to that. But I
um,
was scared. First time in jail. I'm
mm,
telling you, being here in the county is no joke. In this
mm.
county, there's no joke. It's nothing to
Wow.
play with.
So when you got out of jail, did you? I mean, was this before you started pred catching or after?
No, this was what before the
Okay.
predator captain. That's I'm just answering the question for the guy that said how long I did in prison. Well, that's how long. If you look at the record, that's the part that is criminal trespassing and possession of narcotics. Then I had a home invasion when I was living on 11th Street, a little bit before I started the predator catching. I had these fellas break into my house, and I had my baby mama's license gun in the home, and I protected me and my child at that point with that. But I went to jail. I bailed out the very next day because I had the money. At that time, I used to do studio and record people when they sing and stuff. I used to do the studio production, and I had the money to bail out. And I only did
Mm,
6 months probation on that.
mm. So what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna try to move it toward the pred catching aspect of this. So do you do your own decoy work, or do you have other people that do your decoy work for
Well,
you?
well, let me tell you, if I don't do the decording as well, because I got my team, it's 5 of us solid.
Mm,
Bambi, Ivy, Erica, Mark, and me. And we all do shot locks.
mm,
Uh, I have to do work. I get up, and the first thing I grab sometimes without even brushing my teeth is the phone because I got predators hitting me up. I got older versions of predators that's been talking months back with me.
well,
My decoy, she's very famous. I got predators telling me, "Oh, you are very famous. How you make it to so much view is because you got to treat your page like a regular channel, like a regular
mm,
Facebook page or an Instagram page. You have to attend your channel and be live. You got to live
mm,
that life. You got to be
definitely.
her." And in this protected, I turn into her.
Mm,
When I'm a whole different person. I go straight to the point.
yeah.
I'm not here to help you to have an ejaculation. I'm not here for that. We'll send a couple pictures. Look, I'm not a phone sex person. I
Mm,
like the real deal. I'm 15. And I make sure that you say you're 15. Sometimes we did the ones with the girls. There was this excellent job with Bambi, Ivy, and Erica. They were all talking to this one predator, which is locked up today. Ivy, what was his name? Chris, what? Ivy?
uh-oh.
Well, I don't remember his last name. I don't know if the guys is there, if they could hear it. But this one just went to prison for a lot of charges. And the girls team up where they were using their own voices with this
Mm,
predator. It was a transgender. And the
wow.
transgender was threatening them that he wanted to stab. He was going to stab them uh, if they don't do what he wanted. He was manipulating them, uh, and he wanted to have sex even
It
with
was
7 year
Cat
olds.
Gareth.
What
What was
the?
that?
Well, I didn't
What
hear
was that?
what he said.
What you said, Mark? I think they're having like difficulty with the audio. Can
Oh,
you hear me
definitely,
well?
man. I hear you, man. I hear you good.
Yeah, and I don't know what you know about the one on Missouri. We traveled 1,000 miles. Me and John Knight, a
Mm,
thousand miles from here to catch a predator in Missouri. He also was locked up. He just recently, after a year and a half, that he was locked up and the bail was denied. He just recently got bailed out. So
Somebody, let me
everyone,
see. Oh, okay. But
I got it.
what? How's it going? Um, I was trying to see. I mean, when you do your decoy work, do you have like do you not? I was trying to kind of see what your decoy work looked like.
what my decoy look like?
And know what? No, what your decoy work like? What you say during
What
your
do I do?
decoy checks? Not like
Well, this is
exactly what you say, but like more like you
well,
always
this
like
is,
give ace drop, and then there's certain stuff that.
yeah. I like to have a conversation. You
Mm,
see, I see ones. Uh, you see, we always wait until they text first. We're not allowed
definitely.
text first. It's in turn when you text first, it turns into entrapment. We could get charged
Mm,
for that. If it turns around and blow up in our face, we'll get hit with entrapment. But
definitely.
once the predator hit us up, hello, hi, how you doing? I like to know where they from. The reason I like to know where they from is that I want to know is I'm dealing with somebody very very far or on the other side of the world that's going to make me lose my time.
Oh
That
yeah.
way, if he tells me he's from maybe Russia or this, or I'm going to block you because I'm not going to waste my time with somebody so far. I just
Mm,
block you and go with the next one. But as the conversation goes, I like to talk a little bit. And once we talk, I throw in there, but you might not be interested in me because I'm only 15, but I
oh,
do like
okay.
older men, you know, but I like older men. It's up to you. Also, I got a decoy, which is my girlfriend. It's got a very young voice, and she says it with the voice. When they
Mm,
find out it's a real girl that's sending a voice message, it's even more easier because they like, wow, she's so young and she's real. She's sending voice message. You see what I'm saying? And they go for it.
definitely. Oh, they
I
do,
also,
man. They really do go for it. Do you initiate anything like far as do, do you send the decoys nudes or anything like that?
well, we allowed to. The thing is, we don't send minors pictures.
Mm,
What we do is even the decoy I use look over 15.
mm.
You see where I'm coming from?
Oh yeah.
If you're smart enough, hold up, there's something not right. She do not look 15.
Mm,
So we take, if she's uh, a blonde, we go to the internet and cut the head of whoever is there. We cut the head, then match it to our decor that looks like it's her body,
mm.
same skin color or whatever, and that's what we send them. I don't like to send much pictures because I'm not here to help you ejaculate. I'm not
Oh,
here to
definitely
help
not.
you in your sick situation. Once you start asking me for a lot of pictures, I'm like, listen, I'm not a person that likes phone sex. You either want to meet up or not, you know,
Mm. Oh yeah.
and then we take it from there. You
Mm.
know, I've done it so long. I've done this so long now that you learn not to us keep sending pictures when they ask and send me another one or send me another one. These people is playing with themselves while you sending them pictures and talking dirty with them. You basically helping them to prefer the dirty desire in minor. So I
Mm.
try to the less that I can help you, the best. Let's get to the
Mm.
point. I'm not here to fool around. That's why I don't date boys my age because they not on my level. You a grown
Mm.
man. You want me? Come see me.
Mm. So you,
We set the meeting.
what's the farthest somebody has traveled to come and meet you all?
Oh, we had we had a man coming from Philly. That was eight
Mm.
hours, and we had one come and meet up here at my place. Mr. George. He drove 14 hours.
Wow, man, that's a damn long time.
That's a long,
Uh,
long time. That's a long, long time. We also had
Actually, was it your last catch? I think where it was the dude with the glasses.
yeah, I heard he was like some type of boat racing champion or something like that.
I have a APP, Arizona Predator Prevention. She says it sounds like you're in a hurry, rushing to the finish line sometimes.
Who,
Like
me?
hurry, yeah,
We, we,
possibly
we
you or
take
your
our,
team.
no, we take our time. I like I said, I got catches that I got lined up from predators that are talking to me from last year.
Mm,
We take our time. I don't rush, and that's why we don't text first. I don't rush
mm,
into catch. I don't rush into a hurry up. The only time we come out in a hurry is when the predator trying to be slick. You either meet right now or we don't meet never.
mm.
And then, well, listen, guys, I tell the team he's just want to meet up right now. He don't want to set up dates or nothing. We got to go catch him. That's when I rush up. But we take our time. Even Bambi got catches the line up from men that been talking with her for like 8, 9 months.
Hmm.
Conversations that go and go and go. That's not rushing.
Mm.
If I really, really was rushing in catches, bro, we got catches for Oyo City. We got catches for Franklin. We got catches for Meadville. We got catches for New York City. We got catches, but what we don't have is money for transportation because we need gas to go
Uh,
get caught. You know what I'm saying? You need food to go down there. Sometimes it's not like what the people think. You go to the catch and they right there and then you meet up. It don't work like that. You have to go around, drive around, keep the communication. It takes more than what the person that's watching it from your house think this job does. This is not as
uh,
easy as people think. You know.
um, Erica was saying that I don't know if she's having trouble coming in, but she's saying that you all are here to protect children to the max and expose these predators.
Yeah, this is personal to me, and I know to whoever is left with us in the team, the rest of my team is serious to them as well.
Mm.
Um, really, really, I could have set up my Facebook, my man. They said I could earn money, and it tells you how much money you got that they want to pay you. I haven't even put that, and that been there for a long time. And
Mm.
I need the money. I need the money, but I want the community to know I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing
Definitely.
it because it's personal to me.
Mm.
So not even Facebook or anything is paying me. It says it in the top, your earnings, but I don't touch that. All I got to do, they got all my information in there. All I got to do is put a card so I could start getting paid.
Definitely.
But that's not and that's been there for a long time, my man.
Mm. APP says, do you ever bring drugs or alcohol to say you bring the drugs and alcohol to the meeting?
No, because I don't drink. I
Mm.
don't use drugs. So when we come to the catches, we come sober. I'm sober at this point. I'm always
Oh,
sober.
definitely.
And that's why nobody here in Erie sees me unless I'm in the catch. You don't see me in the corners. You don't see me hanging with the crew. You don't see me at the bars. You don't see me at hanging with that crew over there and this or selling drugs or nothing. You don't see me. If I'm not doing the catch, I'm here working and doing shot logs at home with my family.
MMDE says, any tricks to get them interested in meeting?
Any what?
Hang on, I put the comment up. Any tricks to get them interested in meeting?
No, no tricks. They text first. Um, all we could do is upset the friend request. That's what I do. I mean, I got so many friend requests and so many people following me and my page about 3,400 that I really don't go. All I got to do is put a beautiful picture of my decoy or a little video that I create, and friend requests start coming in. I accept the friend request, and when they talk first, we talk. I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of man before you could get 3 predators' attention. 10 good men block you
Definitely.
when you
I
say the
mean,
name.
they're everywhere, man. The
Right.
actual predators are everywhere.
Exactly. And I tell you, I got a lot of good men, and I don't even I used to at the beginning. Damn, I put all this conversation, and now I tell him I'm 15, he blocked me. But that goes away when you be like, hold up, why am I getting mad? That's a good man right there. He did the right thing. He blocked me because he's not a predator. Let's go for the next one. You know, it's pretty much what it is. What happened with me, and I had to go to national TV. I wouldn't want anyone that is not guilty to go through any false accusation or creation against his person, because I already experienced how that feel. I was basically feeling like I was alive but dead, because everybody that looks your way is looking at you like you a monster. Now we talking about a girl that said I touched my daughter, but also now as we speak, she just got her daughter removed, the 3-year-old, because she was going to sell her in Puerto Rico. So they took that baby away from her. We talking about the same girl that said she was 17 and that I touched my daughter and that she think I was touching my daughter, that lied as well that she was 17 in the show because she was trying to make me look like a predator. What a coincidence that the same girl that lied about me touching my daughter, that lied about me looking at girls in the park, that didn't want a lie detector test neither. Damn, she just didn't lie when she said she was 17. Well, let me tell you, my man, she was 18 2 weeks before she hit 19. We wasn't even supposed to be together. It said this happened. It happened crazy. It happened wrong because she was a very, very best friend of my baby mama. It should have never happened. I consider that now, not when you look back, a disrespect, but here goes my pay for that. My daughter, she just took my daughter. She came here when a predator put a PFA on me, and then they put me in jail for 7 days for putting something on my page about him, like we always do. We put something on everybody on our page, comment on it. So they considered that a violation at that point. I had to sit for 7 days. So she came down here and thought it was a good opportunity for her to take my daughter. And one day she asked me if she could take my daughter to the store real quick and never came back. At this point, my daughter got removed from her house because she was screaming like a maniac, like a crazy person. My daughter was downstairs in the projects, running back and forward with the little kids around the projects at 3-something in the morning, while the mom was not capable to even know who she is. Just the other day, they released her, and then I had to put her at this point. She's in the mental hospital in Puerto Rico because she was in Walmart screaming like somebody was killing her. We're talking about a woman that accused me of all this thing that is not mentally right. So my daughter ended up with my mom at this point until I could travel down there, because I don't have the money at this point, and the only money I had collected is $180 that the community been sending me. It's basically I can't do nothing yet to go pick up my daughter from Puerto Rico with this type of money. And I want to get my daughter home. You know, but I know she's safe. She's with my mom at this point until I could go pick up my daughter and bring her back home where she needs to be, because my daughter is in my care. Mama took her without our permission, took her to Puerto Rico. She could have died. Something could have happened to her with her mom. The one that I had to take to the Steve Vogel show, the one that accused me of touching my daughter, the one that said she was 17, the one that today don't have none of her daughters. One, because she tried to sell her in Puerto Rico, sell her to a stranger. And the other one, because she went crazy. You're not capable to do what it is. You're a woman that need help. But dude, people don't say nothing about that.
That's like human trafficking. That's what that is.
That's correct. That's correct. If it would have been down here, she probably would have been in jail. But they got different laws. They got different laws over there. I just don't understand. They probably see that she does got mental issues. She was talking to me about seeing shadows and seeing a tall shadow tormenting her right before this happened. And I told my girl, I was like, look, I don't know if she's using drugs or she's using alcohol, but I don't think Nina's going to be safe. And I had communicated with the OTY down in Puerto Rico. We're going back and forward. Right now, at this point, all I need is to complete uh, the the money to go down there and pick up my daughter and to receive now sometime this week the birth certificate because my daughter is registered on under mine. My daughter's not a bastard. She's a remigio. She's my only daughter out of 7 boys that I got.
Wow. But that's I mean, I'll be praying for you, man, to be able to get all that worked out, man, for sure.
Definitely,
That's
definitely, it will work out. You know, everything happens for a reason.
oh,
But
I know one thing, man. I know one thing. You all come on. You all come out strong, man, for sure.
definitely, definitely, and I think it's the Lord that's making us strong with each other. Uh, and they could tell you, if I see anything is wrong with any of the team members, and we're like that with each other, and let's say you got out of the group, I'm not gonna do this no more. We all come and check you all in your private and talk to you about whatever situation that's tormenting you, whatever problem you're going through, because we are a family. We consider us a family. We go strong with each other. We know we could put anything in the group where we work, and then
Yeah.
nobody's going to jeopardize from this team anything that we put there because it takes hours and days to do what we do. You just don't talk with one predator a day. We just don't hurry up like the person asks. We don't hurry up to make a catch. Sometimes I don't do catch for a week or two, and then we go and give you 2 or 3. You know, this is not about
Um,
rushing. This is about what's going to stick in court for the law enforcement
exactly.
when you send them to Shatlaw.
Man, do you all have being from PA? Do you all have problems working with law enforcement? Because I know some of the laws are really tough in PA.
Well, I could tell you something, and shout out to the law enforcement here in every PA as well. At the beginning, they had a little toughness with me until they noticed you send me the link, I'll send you what I got. I don't just sit with the information and the request there. I don't let the days pass. I don't let the time pass. Once I receive that link, I send it to them
Forward it straight to
immediately,
them. Yeah.
straight to them. They know I don't play. And if I didn't receive a link, they know I call. Hey, officer, on this cash, this one was on this time. This is the incident number. I didn't receive the link. They'll send the link. I'll send you the information. They had called us before, the law enforcement here in Erie, PA, at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning to send me another link so I could resend, a predator information that they're looking at. So we redo that. We had the girls just the other day drop a whole phone there with a whole bunch of information that we caught on the predator. The girls ran over there and dropped it. It was not that a recent catch. It was an old catch. You see how it goes?
Yeah.
So if we save everything, we're not only there to put you on Facebook. We want to see this process. You know,
Oh yeah.
and I think the law enforcement here in Erie, PA, is getting a little more trust with our team.
That means a lot. I know a lot of teams in PA and other places, man. It's good to build that police that to build the communication between y'all and the trust, because if you really want to get convictions and the jail time and stuff like that, it's really important to work with law enforcement 100%.
Exactly. We caught here a predator, Lindsay, I believe it is. He came here with HIV. He was going to move into this house with a minor, a boy, and he was going to move, and he wanted to have sex with the minor and the 2 males that lived in this house and give him HIV.
Wow.
Just not too long ago, the law enforcement, that's why the phone was taken over there. They asked what we got, and the girls had so much on him that they had to take the phone down to the law enforcement.
Wow. That's actually crazy. So, what's one of the most dangerous catches you've been on?
Well, one of the dangers I think was when the guy was chasing me with a gun, with a knife to stab me. He was
Whoa,
very
dude.
close before there, and since he had hit my phone, I couldn't take it on camera. It shut down. Uh,
Mhm.
but it was crazy because the cops was coming from the front, and as I was running in the middle of the street, uh, they told him to get on the ground, get on the ground. He got on the ground, but he was this close to me to stabbing me.
Wow. Have you had any weapon like guns pulled on you though?
Uh, Not pulled on me, but I had guys showed it, point at it from their car, like letting me know they strapped.
Mm. Do you think you ever catch anybody with CSAM?
What's that?
CSAM, it's like CP,
Well,
child pornography.
well, we did call Mike Ambrose. Ambrose, we called him. EPC called him. We called him about 4 or 5 times to tell you the truth. He's right
Hmm.
now in federal prison for that too, child pornography and a bunch of stuff. He sent us, uh, and he sent Bambi at this point first the video of him having sex with an actual 5 or 6 year old.
Oh my God, man, that's actually disgusting.
Yeah, and we had to send it to law enforcement. Me and Bambi went straight and had an interview with a detective down
Hmm.
here at the police department. And yeah, it was something that I watched just that one time. I didn't want to watch it anymore. I even told the law enforcement, listen, it's just so disturbing because
Hell yeah.
when you first see the video, you think it's a grown person. Then you realize what you're looking at, and yeah, it made me cry to tell you the truth, bro. It made me
Dude,
cry
man,
when I was telling the community about what we had and what Mike Ambrose was doing and what did he send us. We can't show it to the community, but it was given to the detectives.
dude, a person that does that deserves a special place in hell, and that's my opinion, man.
That's
I mean,
right.
that's
That's right. That was terrible. It came to the extent that if you mad and you in the public and you mad, well, something like that is what we need to give you so you can know this man is sick. He just don't care. He kept
dude,
doing
that's
it
more than
and doing it
dude,
and doing it.
dude. That guy is more than sick. He's not a human. He is a monster, man. Period.
He's a monster. I mean, and we never found out who was the parents, who was the little kid. We don't know as it was his niece. We don't know who it was. That was up to the law enforcement to do. But it was the
Hmm.
most disturbing video that OPI ever received.
Wow, man. I don't see. I don't understand how anybody can like get pleasure or anything out of watching something like that or even
Out of
seeing it.
angel. Out of angel. God says, let the kids come to me because they are the owner of my kingdom. He didn't say in that way. Just not too long ago, and I talk about Jesus to these predators because it's the only one that could change your life and make your life different is when you hold yourself from him because he tells you come as you are. We
Definitely.
caught a preacher. We caught a preacher. And
What?
this preacher, I send him pictures of my bottom as a minor, and he said nice and started blowing kisses. And we did the meeting for up the street here. I came to realize he
Wow.
was a preacher when he told me he was a preacher. You know how many disappointed people in him? I had the church hitting me up, and people were from the when they something up because he's one of the guys that sit up in the pulpit. You sit in them chairs back there, and this is what you're doing. So this is why we out here as well, because in church there's a lot of children, and sometimes the parents trust too much. And the Bible says, "Don't trust not even the one that sleep beside you."
Mm.
Don't trust no man in this earth. So sometimes parents, oh, he's Christian, he's this, he's that. They sleep on it, and men like that take advantage and predator kid.
A
We got
hundred
to
percent, man. that is like both the stories you just told is like definitely like it just blows my mind. You know, the with the preacher and also with the child about the guy that got,
Exactly.
man, that just blows my mind. And I you are you like up for even learning how to do like do you watch any predator catchers? Any other
Yes,
predator?
I like To Catch a Predator. I like 814. They're very professional as
Oh,
well.
definitely, definitely.
I'm not good with names, but yeah, I follow a few of them as well.
Do you ever watch like Predator Poachers?
Never heard about that one.
Oh, they're a very good team, and or Bikers against Preds Belt.
Nah, never heard. Got to put me on.
Oh,
You know, every
definitely,
time I tell the community, any group that do what we do is a part of my team.
100%. Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you like when you watch them? Do you try to pick up any of the tactics that another catcher has like kind of laid out?
Well, listen, I've been checking a lot of them, which is um, the one when you bring the evidence, which you print out in the book,
Yeah.
ready to give to the law enforcement. But it's hard when you're not making no income to buy ink
Mm.
and buy papers. There's nothing. I mean, I do got a printer in there that's colorful, but don't have the bread at this point to buy ink. I like it was working very awesome because they can't deny it, and you got the whole conversation there to pass to the law enforcement. Plus, you stay with your home copy. You know,
Mm.
I like the fact of, and I would like to learn how are they getting arrested. Some of these predator catching are getting arrested on site. I would like to see what I need to do to make that happen in this group because that's what we're looking forward to do.
Would you
Have these
would
guys
you
arrested on site.
would you change your tactics if you saw a better way for
Yes,
to
sir.
do what you do?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I like to take advice as well from people from the community.
Mm.
I had somebody from the community that was telling me, hey, listen, your decoy page is looking kind of fake at this point. If you change this and do this, oh, I loved it. I was like, for real, you right. I said, you're right, and I'm gonna do it right now. I went and corrected, took out what I had in there that looked kind of fake, and put the good stuff. I took that advice. I like to take advice for the good, and I
Mm.
would like to change a lot of stuff if it's gonna help us and to make it more professional.
Mm. Somebody American Smoker asked, "What's your OPI channel?"
It's called what you mean? What's the OPI? It's OPI Predator Catchers.
Yeah, on Facebook.
That's correct.
Let's see. Yeah, definitely, man. You really need to like check out like Predator Poachers, man. They're probably the best in the game, and they catch people on a lot of like child porn and trying to meet a kid because a lot of the individuals, man, are actually if you're going to meet a 13, 14, 15-year old man, majority of the time, I would say that people has like child porn on them.
Exactly. Exactly. And we asked that to a couple predators as well. Do you have any child porn in there? You know, I had a predator that was willing to give his phone up to the law enforcement because he knew he was caught.
Mm.
You know, they get scared, and we're not law enforcement. We're not law
Yeah.
enforcement. We're just protecting our children. And this is due to what I went through growing up. This is
Mm.
personal to me. You know,
Definitely.
people got to understand. Uh, if I was accused and I clear my name, and this is what we do now, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Respect that. You know, get mad at
Exactly.
the predator. Get mad because I think I did a good decision by I going and still curing from these accusations and still trying to deal with life because I go to psychiatrists, I go
Hmm.
to therapists to talk to therapists because I got affected. This is not just you got accused. You know, you got to put yourself in my shoes for 5 minutes and try to live what I live, the nightmare that I live,
Mm,
and why I do what I do today. A
mm,
predator, a person, is like I had read somebody put it on their page not too long ago that I was out here giving somebody, some little 15-year-old girl weed, that I was with. Nobody out here see me in the street unless I'm doing a catch. So where
man,
did
that's
you get
just
that from?
dude. That's just trolls, man. People are definitely trolls for sure.
Bro, I say my life first is God, second my family, and this
Mm,
predator catching. I don't I don't have time for nothing else, basically, because from the morning to the night, I'm on that phone till late
mm,
night. I get to sleep at least an hour or an hour and a half sometimes. You can see the bags in my eyes. But I can say to the people and the people that says, "Oh, did you ever bring drugs or alcohol to a catch?" I'm willing to give anybody that pop up a urine.
mm.
You pop up,
Uh,
hey, I want a urine. Can you piss here, Noel? Here, there you go.
uh, uh,
Anytime.
Cassidy said a lot of us in the community have been through some things also.
What's that?
She said that a lot of people in the pred catching community has been through the same thing, like same stuff like
Yeah,
you have been.
yeah, and it's like that. I had somebody hit me up today that want to help with decording, and we like to do an interview to the person. We do a background check as well, make sure that the person don't got no pedophilia or no sexual assault. We don't look for any other stuff. We don't have to do with drugs or any other stuff that you did, as long as you don't have no predator act or rape somebody. We don't want nobody that's on maintenance law as well working with us. Uh,
Mm.
and we upset whoever it is, you know,
Oh,
in what we do.
definitely. Well, do you want to give out your link or anything like that, man? I got to hop off myself, man. But I appreciate you and your team coming
Thank
up,
you.
man.
Thank you very much. God bless you. You guys can follow me and
Mm.
on OPI Predator Catchers, the one with the stars. Um, and follow us. We out here working hard, staying
Mm.
strong, and keeping our children safe. We're not out here to fool around or benefit about anything that Facebook pay or anything. We're doing this from the heart. God bless each and every one of you.
I appreciate you, man, and
No
I thank you,
problem.
a whole team, man. Just get out there, and keep exposing and catching these, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much, my man. God bless you.
Oh, definitely you too. Okay, that's okay. That was an interview. How OPI, man, definitely go check them out. They're not. Oh, you miss it, Marky. Why are you always late, man? I would say the short bus is gonna be on time today, and you still run late. But I hope everybody definitely enjoyed the this interview. Yes, it was a little. That was yeah, it is a little bit different. But every team's different, and some you got more exposures, and some like predator poachers. They're a different breed, man. I'm gonna say it. Predator poachers is a different breed of catchers, 100%. What did Josh? I agree with Josh. What did Josh say? Alex and OPI is going to make it difficult to get things changed. Just watch their pass through lives. People were drinking. You know, I can't deny that. I mean, that's true. And it's if they're out doing that, it's at least they're doing something, but they need to go. I would say more in a professional way, like not saying they're not professional, just saying you need to they need to really up their game. I mean, but they're doing exposures, which is better than not doing anything. Is what I. But but it does just like he said, it would make it harder for other catchers. Hang on. Oh, thank you, Dougies, man. I appreciate that $2, man. Good interview tonight. I hope so. I hope so. I just mostly listened. Yes, definitely. Alex is a goat. But I appreciate everybody coming here, man. And hopefully, pretty soon, APP can come up and we can do that part two of that. I enjoyed that talking with that RSO guy. So, oh, definitely. I don't know much about chats, but I don't know if he's the greatest or what. But he's out making a difference and making a change, so I can't knock him at all. Him and his team, one thing, man. It's one thing you can tell they're a close team because when he came up, everybody else in his team come up. They're family. I mean, I can agree with that 100%. They're family. Well, I appreciate you all for coming up, and y'all have a great Sunday evening. Get ready for a Monday. It's another work week for sure. And everybody have a good evening. Bye.